read your name sign and a car rego down the bottom.
Good morning, this is Mount Barnett Roadhouse, so this is where you need to go to get into Manning Gorge. So we just got our day pass, so looking forward to checking out Manning Gorge. What we're going to try and do possibly is walk to the falls and then probably float all the way downstream until you get back to where you started. So that's the plan. It is possible because we talked to somebody else who's done it. But yeah, beautiful day again up here in the Kimberley. You can camp here at Manning Gorge. That's the shower block behind me. They got hot showers. And the campsites, as you can see, you can get a little shady spot, not a bad spot to stay. And the coolest part is that the river is just about 200 meters that way, not very far at all. So even if you don't feel like hiking all the way into the gorge, you can just go shoot down the river, have a bit of swim in the late afternoon if you're feeling a bit warm. So we are traveling pretty light today, aren't we, Misha?
No.
So that's all we got between us. So we're both wearing thongs for this one as well. What could go wrong?
Nothing.
How many litres of water do we have?
A couple thousand.
0.
It's all in the gorge, mate.
So here's the rough plan. This is where you start. You go through this little river crossing right here, and then you go on this walk all the way around. That's where the falls are. So then our plan is, from there, is to go into the river and just go all the way down the river until you end up back at the start. Mate, we've missed the boat. Alright, to the other side, thanks. Outboard mode is a bit slow, eh?
Oh, like what? What happened to it?
I don't know.
It's just gone.
Croc must have got it, I reckon.
Must have. Are we gonna crash?
Oh, I think we are.
Titanic all over again.
Women and children first. So, that's how you get across the first river. Pretty cool little system, really. When you're doing this kind of hiking, it's very important to have good footwear because you wouldn't want to have a blowout, mate. So definitely double pluggers all the way.
What the heck are double pluggers?
I don't know, apparently they exist though. Either that or get Crocs, mate. Can't go past a set of Crocs.
What do you think when you see somebody in thongs?
Mate, I think what a dopey.
I think the only time when you're like, oh, what a dopey is when they don't bring any fluids with them. Like,
yeah, exactly.
If there's not a emu export in their hand, then
yeah, it's a bit
doing
silly.
Something wrong.
You need to have an emu at least, right?
Or a Coke.
Or a Coke, yeah, either. It's all about hydration, you know?
That's it.
So it took us pretty much half an hour, just a tiny bit over, a couple of minutes. But we are here. Welcome to Manning Gorge, that's the one. Mate, they're all just one now, you know? It's all just a blur of what we've done.
For you, I'm sure it is.
It's just like, there's that one,
Water.
Florence, Jim, Gunlom, Magoo. Oh mate, it's all just a big blur. And what was Mitchell like? I can't even remember that one.
What is Mitchell?
So, we've got to the gorge here. We're gonna have a bit of a swim, and then we're gonna head back down that way. So that way goes back to Mount Barnett, to the camping area. So we're just gonna virtually swim, crawl, jump, run, skip, jump, whatever we have to do to get back to the camping area. So that's the grand plan.
It's terrible. Just turn back now, I think.
Yeah, I reckon.
Time to go home, really.
Maybe I should just demonstrate how to get into the water. Just like that.
So graceful.
Mate, if the water was 28 degrees, I think you'd put it at a 5.
In the parking lot was 2 meters away, and we were the only ones here.
Ah, right, okay.
And there was lots of colourful fish, and there was more water on the waterfalls, and more sunshine.
Anyway, beautiful falls, definitely worth checking out. You could see all the minuses there that Misha mentioned, but anyway, now we're going to continue on that way.
Without being bitten by a snake or eaten by a crocodile.
That's the one, mate.
Or just dying of starvation and being lost.
There's all these wonderful possibilities for us.
Are we there yet?
I think so. So that's the first obstacle that we got there. We kind of got water on each side, so we can either go up the cliffs or swim. What do you reckon?
I think swimming would be the best way to tackle this situation, in my professional opinion. From all my years of in the SAS and the Air Force and the military, the Navy, search and rescue, and my common sense, which isn't very common these days, I'd say swim.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, good idea.
Alright, good.
So at this point the video quality might go down a bit because I'm going to have to ditch this camera. Alrighty, well we've been pretty much gone for about an hour so far, making fairly good headway, kind of.
We don't know because we don't know where we are.
Oh, pretty much. But it feels like we're getting somewhere slowly. We're doing kind of maybe 70% walking, 30% swimming. You hungry yet?
Yep. Hangry.
Hangry. Oh, hangry. Mate, we better get going.
Better hurry up.
Well, there you go. We just came across the boat in the river over there, so it's only taken us an hour and 20 minutes. Alright bro, how fun was that?
That was pretty sweet.
Definitely worth doing if you're fit and able-bodied. Like, it wasn't terribly hard, like a few rocks to jump over.
No, not really.
You might see a freshie or two. Took us an hour and a half to do it, so not pretty much as long as I reckon to get back walking if you take it slow.
Oh yeah, I'd say take it slower than that, so expect to take
Yeah, probably.
maybe 2 hours.
Maybe
just
2
have
hours.
a couple more minutes, and some of the pools pretty nice.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely. But
Yeah, really
awesome
gorgeous water.
fun, amazing water. A friend of mine told me that you can actually get to Adcock Gorge from the top by doing a little dirt track. So we'll just park the car up here down this little dirt track, and Adcock Gorge should be about 600, 700 meters that way. So we're just gonna check it out, but by the looks of this little creek here, there's not gonna be a whole lot of water going over it at all. But either way, worth a look. That's the trouble with coming a bit later in the dry season, you know. Some of the places and attractions have kind of already gone past their use by date for the season.
get some firewood.
Yeah, mate.
Nice big piece right here.
That's an awesome bit right there.
Good view down there.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, that behind me is Adcock Gorge. It's not the way that you'd normally see it. Normally, I think there's a car park somewhere over there, and then you walk up. But something different anyway, checking it out from the top end. But it is actually flowing. There's a bit of a stream down in the corner over there. You can hear it, but nice little gorge anyway. So, you guys see that tree up there? Check out this root system. So it goes up there, down here, down there, in behind these rocks, all the way down to there, and then from there, who knows where it goes into the rock. No wonder it's so lush and green up there, because it just has water all year round.
Don't drink too much, otherwise there won't be any water left.
Like you can talk, you drink 8 litres a day.
I know, but I always contribute it back when I pee.
I thought we were doing an advertisement for Life Straw.
Alright, give me an advertisement for Life.
The Life Straw. This wonderful device right here fits into your pocket, unless you're wearing short shorts, then it might not. But anyway, Life Straw. It's about this big. See there? This is the in, that's the out. Obviously the out goes in your mouth. Don't try breathing through it because you might choke and die. But anyway, this will filter out any water. I mean, it will filter out any dirt out of water, so you can virtually drink anywhere. Look at this beautiful lake we have right here. Please look at this beautiful lake we have right here. That's right, fellas. You can
Yucky.
drink straight out of that and it'll taste just like your mother's cooking. Depending whether your mum was a good cook or not. But it'll taste amazing. Like, take all the flavour out of it. I mean, it'll put flavour back into it because it's that good. It's a bit of a smaller gorge, this one, but still definitely worth the effort of getting in here. No matter which way you come, the normal way or the bit more of an adventurous way. But we're here pretty late in the dry season, it's still flowing, so even if it wasn't flowing, it's still a beautiful pool to come and check out, because I reckon the water would hang around for a fair while because it's quite shaded from the sun. So if you got time, definitely worth dropping into, and if you're lucky enough like us, you might have the whole place to yourselves.
Don't hit your head, alright?
Yeah, I don't really remember doing this one either.
No, I don't think.
So this morning we're heading to Bell Gorge to check that out. Another beautiful day like I mentioned in the Kimberley.
Okay.
Mate, third creek crossing.
Mate, I wish I had my Commodore here.
Commodore.
We would have made through that, no problem.
Mate, Bell Gorge is this way.
Take a detour for fun.
Oh, I tell ya. So, 1.5 kilometre return. Do it in our sleep, mate.
Let's do it backwards.
Let's do it backwards. So it seems like all you do when you're on holidays in the Kimberley is just park your car and walk, but at least you walk into some awesome places, eh? Oh, he's really doing it backwards. Do you want me to tell you when there's a rock coming up, do you?
Please.
Right. Pedestrian. So Misha, how do you feel about your Akubra? Was it a good investment?
Yep.
Have
You know, like the Bunnings hats would have been a good investment too, you know?
But mate, this one you can sell after you're done with it, right?
Well,
No?
I just figure this one's got a bit more class, you know?
Ah, a bit more class.
Like, you're not going to a restaurant in your Bunnings hat. Like,
Yeah, that's it, mate.
hey, mate.
Mate, you should be walking backwards still. So when you pop out of the walk trail, you're going to end up at the top of the falls. You got that very iconic mound over there, so when you see photos of this place, you generally see it from that angle back that way. Very cool little spot, and the water's flowing pretty well, which is awesome. Too cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
Have a rest, mate. Have a rest.
Can't strain yourself too quick, you alright, mate?
Tell you, these young punks, they just don't have the stamina of us older generation.
Alright, race to the top!
Yeah, and then they have a Red Bull and they're full of energy. So this is the bottom pool of Bell Gorge, a bit of a favourite of mine, just very stunning, very scenic, and the water is absolutely freezing. Not as cold as Emma, but still pretty cold. Alright guys, so the key to a perfect water entry is to observe the terrain that you're going into first and to look for a nice clean slide in. So I found a good spot here, I'll just show you how to do it. Yeah, that's good. Tell you what, the rocks here at Bell Gorge are ridiculously slippery. He's going for it. So to summarise Bell Gorge, definitely worth the visit. This is something that you can't miss if you're doing the Gibb River Road. It's just spectacular. It's also very popular, unfortunately, but you get that with the nice places. So definitely add it to the list. It's a bit of a drive in here from the Gibb River Road. I think it's 29 kilometres all up, but well worth the drive in. You got to do about 4 river crossings, but you can do it in your Commodore pretty much, so well worth it. Don't miss it for anything pretty much, man. Just come and do it. Alrighty, good morning guys. We are back at Bell Gorge. That's right, back at Bell Gorge, because yesterday when I was swimming, I undid my pocket just before I crossed the pool and my action camera fell out. Pretty clever, hey?
Tell ya.
Anyway, so when it happened, there was already like a lot of shadows over the pool, so it was very hard to see anything. So I've come back this morning. Hopefully the sun will be at the right angle. And it's a white camera, so I'm hoping that there's a slight chance that I might be able to find it so that I can recover the footage from Manning Gorge, which we videoed 2 days ago. Because without that footage, that won't be much of an episode. So yeah.
Operation Rescue.
Operation Rescue, let's do it. Let's find this thing.
You feel like we're gonna find it?
Mate, I reckon we have a good chance.
How good of a chance?
I don't know, 50-50.
That's not very good.
Alrighty, so yesterday I swam from there to there, and that's where the camera got lost in. So it's just coming up into the sun now, so just trying to have a look, see if I can see anything right now before I head down there and try to get in the water and find it. So I've got my croc, and I've got this container, which will hopefully allow me to see underwater, kind of. Maybe I might see something, maybe I won't. And she works! Nice work, bro.
I can see it. And I'm like, I should equalize, but I can see it. It's like right there. And I'm reaching. I'm like, I'm still going down.
Yeah. I kind of figured because like I could see you started reaching, like, and I'm like, oh, you're still a fair way off. Thanks, bro. There you go. So if you lose your camera, get a plastic container and your crocodile and just keep swimming. Awesome. Got all the Manning Gorge footage. Mate, am I happy to see this? Oh, awesome work, bro. Next time, I think we'll definitely bring a snorkel set, eh?
Yeah.
Well, we're checking out Leonard Gorge this morning.
Have you met Leonard before?
No, I haven't.
The gorge is inaccessible. You're not allowed to go down to the gorge. But about 400 metres just down the thing, there's a lovely little puddle. So if you took some swimmers with you, you could hop in the puddle and have a swim, and that'd be really nice, to be honest. We didn't take swimmers.
What kind of puddle are we talking, like?
Oh, a swimmable puddle.
Yeah, right.
But the gorge itself, it's pretty enough and everything, but it's a bit of a hot walk. And
yeah.
Right.
I'm not sure if we need to read the sign anymore, mate.
Let's just leave.
Got all the information we need.
It was just funny. He's so cute. He's like, it was very informational, as if it was like,
yeah,
telling us.
I almost thought he was like maybe a ranger or something, you know? Yeah. It was just like, what?
Oh, mate.
Right,
what do these signs remind you of?
Yeah, NT, mate.
Sort of like
faded. So just starting the Leonard Gorge walk. Several people now have told us that you can't actually swim there.
So, if you're thinking about coming and wanted to swim, think again.
Exactly. In line with that, probably don't do it in the middle of the day like we're about to do. But today there's a pretty nice breeze, so it should be good.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hello. Yourself?
Is this the swimming puddle, is it?
Yeah.
Yes, we've just had a swim in the puddle.
Not too bad.
Cracks me up how the fire's gone through here and it's burnt everything except for the trail because it's so trodden down that the grass doesn't even catch fire. So cool. So this here is a lookout at Leonard Gorge, and just behind me there you've got the waterfall and also the plunge pool, which you can just see in the distance over there. So it's quite a deep gorge. It's definitely different to all the other ones I've seen because it's very, very narrow and very, very deep. So pretty cool to check out. So I just flicked the drone up to get some drone footage, and I've got to say, I dare say this is one of the most spectacular gorge systems that I've ever been in. Like, it's just amazing how deep and how narrow it is, and just the way it weaves through the country. It's just stunning. So from reading that sign, what actually caused this gorge to happen is there's two different rocks that meet here. You got that one on the right, that one on the left. They're two different types of stone. I could actually just tell you what they are. So on this side of the gorge there's dolerite, and on the other side there's sandstone. So what caused this gorge to occur was that there's a bit of a weakness there, obviously where the two rocks meet, and that's what's caused this stunning deep gorge, because obviously the water's just been coming down it and just eroded everything away. So that's why you have such a stunning gorge here. So there's no trail down to the actual water, but there is a bit of a makeshift one you can follow if you're feeling a little bit adventurous. It's not too gnarly really.
Otherwise buy a teleportation device.
Yeah,
I'll get you down here.
I've heard they're pretty cheap on eBay nowadays.
Yep. So there's the water just coming straight out of the rock.
I don't know, it's pretty interesting, eh? Because you'd think that it should come over there.
Yep, icy cold.
Now I'm not a geologist, but
If you were,
if I was, nah.
if you were.
If any geologists are watching this video, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is where the two rocks kind of meet. It looks like it's a bit of a fault line that goes through the rocks, so that must be the sandstone, and that must be the other one that starts with G that I can't remember.
Granite?
No, it was something else. You can really tell the difference here. So, Leonard's Gorge.
Pretty cool.
What do you reckon?
Awesome.
So if you stay up at the lookout, you're not really going to see a whole lot.
It's hot. It's dusty.
And especially like it's been burnt out recently as well,
Yeah,
for
no
us.
shade.
So pretty miserable, but
If you're adventurous.
if you venture down here, it's not too hard. I wouldn't say it's too hard.
Nah, beautiful spot. At least you got water. A nice breeze channels through here, so it cools you off.
Alright, we got two things left to do on this trip.
Windjana.
And Tunnel Creek, so we'll catch you guys there. I gotta say, the Gibb has been fantastic as far as the way the road's been. Like, few rough patches every now and then, but nothing to complain about at all. And then we turn off the Gibb to head to Windjana Gorge and it just turns to poo. But anyway, it's all fun. It's a funny thing about national parks. So the same thing happened last night when we were camping at Silent Grove. We actually ended up camping in the generator area. As you can see, heaps of room, bigger space, any space, you get a fire pit. Went to the non-generator area, packed out. They're only limited in when they can use them. I think it's like during daylight hours until 8 o'clock. So you're better off just camping in the generator area anyway, less people. If you can plan your trip to Anjana Gorge around this time of day so that you're here as the sun sets, it's just beautiful. All the cliffs are just illuminated with the golden hour sun. So Windjana Gorge, there's approximately 30 to 100 at any time. In other words, swimming might not be a good idea, or anything to do with jumping into somewhere that you can't really see what you're landing on. Cool little tunnel. How amazing is this light reflected directly off the cliffs into this area? Looks unreal. I just went for a quick little walk just to check out Golden Hour, but I'll show you guys more of Windjana Gorge tomorrow. Better get back to camp because I'm cooking tonight. Good morning guys, so this morning we're going to try and do the Gorge Trail, which is 7 kilometers. The only thing I don't understand, right, is 7 kilometers return, allow 4 hours. Then you come over to this sign here, allow 2 to 3 hours. What's the go with that? So if you come to the Kimberley and you still haven't seen a freshwater crocodile, Windjana Gorge is the place to come because look at them all. Virtually just along that whole bit of beach there. There's just one crocodile after the next. So you gonna take a selfie with them or?
Nah, I'm good. Want me to take a picture of you with them?
No, I'm good. It's interesting how some of them have a real defined pattern and then others are a bit more faded, eh? Well, that was a bit of a anti-climax, hey? Like,
What do you mean?
just like just a sign that says end of walk trail. It's like,
Depends how much time you want to spend at Windjana.
I was just gonna say, if you have time, do it. Otherwise, you can miss it and just go into the first part of the gorge.
Spend more time at Bell Gorge.
Pretty much. So let's get going to Tunnel Creek because we're gonna end this episode on a high, you know.
Alright,
Let's go that way. Yeah, mate. Alrighty, guys. Welcome to Windjana. Sorry, what am I saying?
Where have you been, mate?
Tunnel Creek. Welcome to Tunnel Creek. So 750 meter long tunnel. So it's a bit of a blast. You get to walk through a bit of water and try and find old fossils in the rock. So it's pretty good fun. We're kind of dressed for the beach today.
What more do we need?
Pretty much. Got our headlamps, got some footwear. Been there. Got a little bit deep. Refreshing swim, eh?
Oh man, I didn't expect it to go up to here.
Yeah.
Like literally it was just straight down.
So yeah, it's very important to bring good head protection if you're doing it.
Bring your jumper.
And a jumper if you go swimming. Yeah, it's massive, eh? So we're about halfway through the cave and you come up to this little open section where the all the rocks kind of caved in around us. And you get to cross through a bit of water which is ice cold, which Misha will tell you is actually pretty warm.
Very warm. I can make a tea out of that, I think.
Make a tea. How cool is this little section here?
Oh, that's just a stick, mate.
Little freshwater crocodile just in there. So when you pop out the other end of Tunnel Creek, you'll come to this beautiful little pool here. Good place to do a bit of sunbathing. But also, sorry?
Like the Crocs.
Like the Crocs, mate. And then just one other thing, if you keep walking, there is a little bit of Aboriginal art around on the left and the right hand side as you get out of Tunnel Creek. So you just got to peel your eyes and have a good look, and sure enough, you'll find it. So what do you think, Misha? Tunnel Creek? Is that 4 or 5 whips out of 5?
I don't know, can't you count?
I think that was 4.
I think that was 4.
Slow-mo replay. No, Tunnel Creek, you got to do it. It just mixes it up from like just gorges, which is primarily what you see on the Gibb.
It's pretty different. Like, it's not somewhere you go for a swim, but it's definitely cool down there. So
Yeah,
that's
beautiful down there. Just don't forget your head torch, some good head protection, and some decent shoes.
Yeah, like you do have to walk through water.
Yeah,
so,
you do. Like we got up to just above the knees,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, so don't go in there in your nice runners or something
Pretty
like that.
much. But fantastic location. Add it to your list for sure.
Another thing. So when you come into the entrance, right, stick over the rock. Go over the rock to your right. All right. If you go to the left, you hop in the water. It's not that great. And then you sort of walk in. And you're like, yeah, it's not that deep. And then you just fall into a hole. Water up to here.
Up to the neck.
My good thing I didn't carry the camera. Like,
Pretty much.
I didn't have to try and swim out of that.
Oh, it was too funny. Shame I don't get it all on video, but yeah, good tip. Stick to the right when you get in the
Stick
entrance.
to the right. Go over the rocks.
There you go, guys. G'day, guys, and welcome to the first episode of the WA.NT trip. What an epic 24 days.
Been pretty sweet.
Fantastic.
So, you sick of being on holidays? Ready to go
Oh,
home?
mate, I'm ready to just go home and work my guts out, you know?
Oh, mate.
What do you think of the top end?
It's awesome. Pretty
Awesome,
sweet. I
we've
feel
done-
like you gotta see it. Like, it's just,
Yeah.
can't miss it. 'Cause
Like,
it's
you
just,
can't live in WA and be like, nah, I don't want to see the north.
It's even like living in Australia. It's like, it's part of the country that's just like, you gotta see it to know that there's different things out there. So much different from like
Exactly, like the orange dirt, you know.
So what was your favourite thing?
My favourites, I don't know, Jim Falls is pretty awesome, but Mataranka, definitely love Mataranka. There's hot springs everywhere in the NT. Like, I think there was so many more that we saw on the map, but you just don't have time for everything, do you?
Nah, not really.
So thermal springs, like, they were really cool. What about you?
Good change. I like Butterfly Gorge.
That was awesome.
I like Litchfield. It's very general, but
I'd
pretty
almost-
much the Florence,
Bluey
what was
water.
it? Wangi?
Wangi?
And Sandy.
Wangi's very
Creek?
popular.
Yeah.
Still worth it.
Yeah, and then I thought Darwin was cool. We didn't do much there, but I was just like, it's cool to be in Darwin.
That's it. And then Kimberley, Gibb River Road.
Yeah, Equestro
Worth the trek
Gorge.
to Mitchell.
Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell Falls. Yeah, for sure. Like,
You got to do it.
you always see the pictures, you're like, is it really that grand? And yeah, pretty much
The thing is, it's worth the fuel to get up there pretty much. The
Yeah.
fuel's going to cost you.
yeah. But
you
it's
just-
big. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a small waterfall, it's like big.
Alrighty guys, well thanks heaps for coming along on the trip. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, please like and subscribe. It means a lot. And we'll see you guys maybe in another video. Otherwise, get out there, see it for yourself.
Do it yourself, mate.
Pretty much.
Otherwise, we'll be setting up tours.
That's it, mate. Alright, let's drive back to Perth, eh? 24 hours straight?
Nah, mate.
You drive
I was thinking a
first.
bit slower.
You drive first,
I still
mate.
got a couple more days before I have to go back to work.
See you guys. Get it, I can get it. I got you, bro.
Out the window.
Alrighty, mate, we're good.
Thanks, going on.
Seek adventure.